Hey folks, welcome to a brief intermission between episodes. I figured I'd bring you back while I'm sitting here waiting for my assembler to process all of the uh, breaking down and disassembling of the materials that it is working on. And there's quite a few of those. Actually, I might stop it from doing those reactor components. Just cause yeah, let's call that 1,100. Just because we determined that those actually take up more space broken down. Yeah. The rest of these were highly more efficient volume-wise if you broke them down first. But anyway, as I'm sitting here looking at that happen, and man, it's like really borderline. Anyway, I wanted to talk about my plans for the game moving forward, how I'm enjoying playing it, things I might want to do to increase my enjoyment. And something you might have noticed in the last couple episodes is that there are new NPC types here. The Vichus Assault Corvette. I installed a new mod called Reddit Custom Encounters, and it's just seemingly dozens and dozens of ships built by players added to a mod post. Here, I'll cut over to the page on Steam where the mod is. Here we go. Reddit Custom Encounters, Modular Encounters Collection. It seemed interesting because it's all different kinds of ships that you don't see in the base game, like that gravity drive ship that I captured. But speaking of mods that I have subscribed to, and speaking of the settings on Space Engineers. So here we go. Speaking of settings, these are the default settings. 3x realistic, 3x, 3x, 2x, 2x. We did the math, and we did a calculation and a spreadsheet there, and we determined that the assembler efficiency plays a big role in effective use of the volume of your storage on your base, your ship, your wherever, your storage. I think I want to go to realistic. And I think I actually want to go to realistic on all of these. Specifically in regards to one mod that I have been looking at. This mod here, the Tiered Systems mod by Lord Wader, so LWTS. One of the things about the game that I have always kind of thought would be fun would be if you could increase the efficiency of a device you've made. Not by redesigning it per se, but by like just finding a better quality assembler or whatever. This mod it's very popular. Obviously, I mean, we've got 11,000 current subscribers. Heck, I mean, I'm one of them because I've been playing around with it. I like the thought of having the difficulty of the base game be higher and therefore rewarding the tiers, going up in tiers, getting better quality stuff to a higher degree. So I think that's one thing I'm toying with. One idea I'm toying with is having this tiered system in the game and having it be a something to work towards. I hesitate because if it turns out that there is not a better way to design something, the answer is, oh, get a better quality, you know, thing, then maybe it'll be boring after a while. But I haven't really played around with it, and there's a lot to it. It adds a new resource, titanium, into the asteroid. So that's the other thing. I might have to forego my mod that makes the realistic stones, realistic ores. Or not. I'll have to play around and see if that works. That's if I decide to add it at all. Yeah, so anyway, that's some of the thoughts that I'm having here in terms of where I want to take the game forward. Another thought that I had, and let's see, we're actually facing backwards right now. The planet we're going to, here's my, let's get him in here, and let's get the spectator cam moving a little faster. I'm heading to the planet Triton. It's the the generic Triton planet that I added in. I wanted there to be something other than just Purdom, and it seemed like Purdom is a really dry dust ball, dry and hot, and I figured I'd go for one that's cold and wet. Anyway, as I said, I'm on my way to a cold, wet, frozen planet, and it occurs to me that I've never actually played through that scenario, the frostbite scenario there. So I could, I guess, get to the planet and see a distress beacon that I can make my way down towards and play through that scenario with this character. I'd have to probably do a little bit of behind-the-scenes editing in order to get it to work right. But it seems like that could be fun. So anyway, I just wanted to give you guys a quick heads up of what my plans are. And as it is, I don't know specifically if my plans are going to stay what they are. Give me your feedback if you think that I should add in the tiered systems mod, if you think that I should avoid it because it breaks the game. And what about the scenario when we get to the icy planet there? Do I load into the frostbite scenario and see about, solving that mystery or problem or whatever it is? And, or should I just, keep going with what I've got going on? And I do have a few plans for once I get there. I'd like to be able to get hydrogen off of the surface. And one of the ways I wanted to do that was build a space elevator. An actual pipe all the way from the surface up to some point in the, above the, some point high enough above the surface that I'm outside of the atmosphere and ion thrusters will work. That or high enough up that the gravity is low enough that I can then launch things up with a gravity slingshot with artificial gravity blocks. Anyway, let me know what you think. I'm gonna do my own thinking about it, and I'll see you next time on Survival Records.